whatever you call it. Grom abuse or support, either way.
Here goes Mitch. He really needs to score.
Oh, no,
it's
Nick. Nick got it off him. He's not going to do much for him. We're counting back in 5 right now, so looks like that's all she wrote. We'll see.
Is he going
something. No, I just leaving it out there.
Yeah,
so Mitch surfed really well, though, man. It's just hard when you got such good guys. And you know the other thing is, too, Chase got he almost did a mirror image of what you did. He got off to such a strong start. Everyone was chasing him.
Yeah.
So basically, Jeff was just fighting for second place and then taking the probability down by just taking waves off of everybody.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
And that's the thing that Jeff, you'll notice he does. He paces himself. So he's not looking for a win every heat. He's just looking to stay consistent all the way through and then peak in the final. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, hence the reason he's already 2 times world champion. He's got the most experience. I think he's like, I don't know.
He's just next level. He's just next level, yeah. So Jeff Hubbard and Chase O'Leary making it through. 3rd and 4th were Mitch Rollins and Nick Omerod. Tough heat there. Good job, guys. And just with these conditions, the guys are just picking it apart right now. So next up, we got the Lumberjack.
Gilmore Happy and Lafferty Daniels.
Feeling the flow. Doing the dance.
We'll worry on that one.
Okay. So Pierre-Louise in red this next heat, up and running. In white, Dallas Singer. In yellow, Thomas Rigby, and in blue.
The big dog.
This is a cool heat to watch. A bunch of friends in it. So I did the first one when Baudet won, and I was a Grom, and it was a crazy experience. But the cool thing is that check this out. So on the screen, Pierre, Dallas, Thomas Rigby, and Chad Jackson. Looks like a GQ photo editor op. Yeah, look at these.
Jeez. So look at these guys. This is a model contest or
Yeah,
what?
exactly. That's why Chad's got the beard now. He doesn't look like that anymore. Yeah, so I remember what was cool. Oh, how's this getting busy right off the bat? Oh, no, that's Mitch. That's Mitch coming in.
Just coming in.
A little bit of seeing if he could have got the score, even though it wouldn't count. But I remember I was in a heat once with Stewart, Kingy, and Tyson Williams.
Yep.
And I was like, all right, I'm really going to hassle these guys for a wave. I'll just sit back and wait. And they're like, okay, get in. And I'm like, what do you mean get in? We're going to rock, paper, scissors. I was like, okay. Like what? And then so basically you rock, paper, scissors, and then whatever it is for the first wave. So that way there's no hassling off the beginning.
Yeah, for sure.
And it worked out. Didn't work in my favor, but it was nice.
Oh, man. Yeah, I know. That's like Eppo goes to me, Michael Epperson, he goes, mate, if I see you doing that rock-off thing, I'm going to smack you. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, you can't do that.
Yeah,
like,
you can't do that.
It's a competition. The old boys don't do it that way, so don't do it. Like, I was like, all right, mate. Sorry.
Here we go.
Oh, who is that?
Who is that? Is it Black? Who's Black?
I think that's one of the local guys.
Oh, okay. Just coming in and was throwing us off a bit. But yeah, well, I'm married to a Brazilian, and they don't mess around. So she said anytime in a heat, she said just go for it. I don't really have the same tactics, but if someone starts punking me, I'll start throwing elbows back. It's just the way it goes. Yeah, you're there to win. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you don't enter a boxing ring to get knocked out.
Yeah.
Hey, we got Andrew Lester cruising in here a bit, saying good day. We'll see him in a little bit.
How are you, buddy?
Yeah.
Speaking of Andrew Lester, this guy's going to be a threat on tour this year. Hey? He knows it. We all know it.
Did you see him at Pipe?
Yeah, he's dominating. I don't know if you've seen that
9.8s
clip
and
of him
9.7s
on the World Tour. He's been just been an underdog, and now he's the big dog.
We got a little replay of I can't tell who it is.
It's Ben Veach, I think. I think that's Ben Veach.
Ben Veach.
He's not in the
heat.
He's not in the comp. He got knocked in the trials yesterday.
But he's good enough to get a replay.
He's having a soul man sesh out there. Good on him.
Yeah. So how are you feeling, Stoney? You want to pass the mic over to Andrew Lester and?
Yeah, I'd love to stay. I can just keep talking.
Keep talking to me all day, huh? Maybe we can go line for line.
Oh, there's big dog Manny.
Manny's just enjoying it.
He's having a good time.
He's off the mic. He doesn't care what I'm saying as long as he's not in there.
Shirt.
Where you at, brother?
Put that crown on your head, King. Yeah, boy.
We got Dave confused me. I thought he chopped the beard. It was just a rollaway. He still got it. It's just in a nice little. It's compact for travel.
Yeah.
Beautiful Margaret River, right where the river outlets into the box and main break area.
That's nice. All right, well, before this next heat, I'm going to love you and leave you, pizza.
All right, I appreciate it.
All right, peace to everyone watching.
I'll see you in your beat lab soon enough.
Oh, man, how do you get this thing off?
We're going to have a little wrap here with saying goodbye to Jake Stone. Thank you very much, buddy. He's going to bail and run. He's got bigger things to do.
All right,
Oh, he wants a
homeboy.
little rhyme from you. A little bit too much pressure. You got to pay for that.
I
That's
got
a
my
pay to
book.
play.
I'm
You got his
reading.
Wu-Tang.
I'm reading.
He's going down with
Maybe
the
next
36
year.
chambers right now.
Yeah.
Straight from the
The
slums of
RZA.
Shaolin. All right, buds.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
All right, guys. Going to catch up with Andy in just a second. Throw it back to the studio. Thanks for coming in, Andy. Thank you. All right, boys. So we're moving in the next heat. Slow start to this heat. Heat number 5, round 1, Pierre-Louis Costes in red, Dallas Singer in white, Thomas Rigby in yellow, and in blue, Chad Jackson. Some of your buddies are in this heat, Andy. So we've got a bit of a contraption, so Andy's going to be just putting on the mic setup. That's why we look like space aliens in here. We got to communicate from the hand of God of Pete Moore back in the studio.
Yeah,
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, they're having too much fun, so I had to make sure they had to stop it.
You got to make you got to put the lovebirds in check.
Yeah, exactly.
He's
But no,
here to
down here
serve.
at Margaret River, they've got some of the best wineries in the world, so you know, just taking it all in.
I love it over here, man.
Yeah.
I actually don't want to tell Beta how good it is. There we got Alex Aranga, reunion champ. Guy took facials on the reef and then just beat the junk out of everyone else straight to the finals.
Yeah, well,
So
he came through. He won the trials.
Yep.
Came through the trials with a bad shoulder and
all the
won
way through.
Oh, here we go. Straight in.
Right into Mr. Lippy. Can he drive through that? Oh, that's tight.
Did well to get into it, but it just didn't quite open up enough for him.
It seems like almost like a setup of yesterday. Right around this time, the winds kind of just got light, so you got to be real picky and choosy.
Got White paddling in.
White, is that Dal Singer right there? I think it is.
Nice flip.
Nice little flip.
Is
So
that
yep,
Dallas?
White, that was Dal.
On an all yellow board, it looked like.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, making sure that the judges can see it clearly.
Yep, good work on him.
It's funny because I'm back on the tour. It's funny hearing everyone talk about you know, different coloured boards.
Yep.
Here we go. We got the reflex replay.
That was Pierre right there?
That's Pierre scooping in. Wants to get off to an early start.
Yeah, it looked like it could have been a good one.
Chandeliered a bit. Usually the box stays open, but it just chandeliered and.
Mr. Lippy. It all depends where it hits on the reef.
Yeah.
Those wide ones kind of have a tendency to clamp, so you
Yeah,
got to
that's
take
right.
off
They got a bit
deep.
fluffy. And then Dallas taking off, going up to a nice bowl with an
That was
ARS.
good for it was good for what he had for him, just to
Yeah.
get busy and start. Like Jeff, he was just staying busy the whole time, and it worked out. Kept his second place position. Yeah, so you're back on tour now. Amazing effort last year. You did well all the way to the Azores, like just amazing effort, and then pipe.
Yeah.
Take us through that. That was just had to have been an experience and a half.
And we've got someone in yellow paddling into this.
Yellow.
Look at this bowl. He's
Look
going to
at
hit
that
it.
Bowl. Boom.
Oh,
Clean
Tom Rigby. That was
riggers.
insane.
Yep.
Don't think he quite rode out of it cleanly, though. I don't think the judge is going to reward that.
It's hard to tell because the wave ends so abruptly.
Yeah.
It's like, is it a make? Is it not a make?
If in his mind, it's a make.
Yeah, yeah. You know, remember when that wave of
it's hard,
Jacob?
it's
Here, we'll
tough.
see the replay. Let's go through this one.
Look at he's just paddling into it. Look at the bowl. You can see it already lining. He's lining up straight away, just stalling at the top, and then see him release. And look at it horseshoe round.
Just throws the
goes up.
legs over his head.
Perfect timing.
Boom.
Oh, massive flip. And he's just absolutely smoked that. But I don't know quite if they I don't know if they quite would score that. I don't know. It's gonna be tough. But
It's
I mean,
gonna be
Tom
tough.
Rigby is such a huge
You know,
talent.
it's hard. Like Riggers right here. He's how well did he do it? 2 years pipe concert. He's just so consistent.
He's 19.
He's 19. I know.
That's crazy.
I know. It's crazy to be at the level and get on the tour that
Yep.
quick.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
And
That didn't happen back then. You had to it was like 3 years before you're at the top of your
Yeah.
game. Like
Yep.
this is just these young guys are just they're at the pinnacle already. These young guys are at the top of the sport at 19, 20 years old. Like
Yeah,
Pierre,
exactly.
it's crazy.
Well, he had everyone comboed in last year's pipe event when he was 18.
And if you're putting Jeff on the ropes at pipe, you're doing
yeah,
something right.
That's what I was about to say. But it was only because of Jeff Hubbard's ability to win it. But
There
here
he is
goes
again.
Tom again. Just wanted to get a score. So you got a little tube and a bit of a roll. I don't think it's it probably won't end up in his top 2, but it's wants to keep on the board and
little slicks and decks hit there from the water angle.
Yeah, the slicks and decks water angle.
Shamo helping us out.
That's good.
So we'll look for some scores here. We're just waiting for an update. We'll just do a little refresh maybe and get you some scores. But like I was saying for replay here, so a little driving off the barrel.
He's actually in there for a little while, isn't he?
Yeah, he did well. He's kind of playing with it.
Staying in there, really milking it. And
Yeah,
just
for
getting
the
a little
size of the
roll
wave,
out,
he did all right.
Yeah, still probably in the mid 4s or 5s, but like it's a score. So we'll wait for some scores to drop through for the start of this.
Stand by, guys. We'll have some scores for you. And so, yeah, there we go. First score.
Still
waiting
to drop in.
Yeah, we are about a half a K from the judges' tower, so you gotta give a little Wi-Fi delay.
Yeah, exactly.
They actually did a good job, man. They put that scaffold up, in a night's time, getting ready, and great view for the judges. They're right on the money, right where they should be. Yep. We're nestled over near main break, just cruising, looking right into box right now. So we've got kind of the box seats of bodyboarding, so to say.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like I'm at a Lakers game. Yeah, box seat at the box, exactly.
Yeah. So close we could trip the referees.
Yeah, exactly.
If I don't mind quoting one Jay-Z.
You want anytime you want to quote Jay-Z, you can. He bought my New Jersey Nets, bud. Him and a bunch of Russians.
Isn't he taking them to Brooklyn?
Yeah, he's taking them to Brooklyn. I'm kind of sour about that. But, Andy, so getting back to pipe, we were talking about Rigger's performance there. You had seriously an amazing performance. You just looked like you were having a ball. Every 3 heats in a row that I saw, you were just laughing.
Yeah.
I can't believe how good it is out there.
Yeah. Well, that's it. I mean, I did. I was just having so much fun out there, and it kind of in my quarterfinals probably what took me down is because I'd caught 3 waves in 3 minutes, and
I remember
tactically it's not probably the smartest thing because you only need 2 waves to make it through, and I should have probably been more patient, but like the waves are just too good.
Pipe's gold though, man. It's like you're absorbing a free commodity at that point. You're like, I just want to take it all in.
Exactly. And I don't remember too much of me catching the waves like when I was out in the heats, but I have such vivid memories of when the sets are coming in. You just got these massive big like 8-10 foot A-frames coming in, and on any other day there's like 100 guys out, and you don't even look at those waves. You just think there's no I'm going to get to them.
And the thing about that, too, is the lifeguards who don't really blink too much but talk about how good waves are. Dave Wassel was saying it was the best day of the year, and every event had pumping waves, and it could have been one of the best days in 5 years. Yeah. Because at 10 to 12 foot, you don't usually see that many open barrels. There's usually a couple second reefers that wash. Yeah. Pretty much every single set went square. And
yeah, exactly. Like, and
you don't want anything more for bodyboarding. That's what you want. You're like, every wave is square.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
No soft ones.
I know, and that's what was so good about it. Because on the bodyboard, like you got these big peaks that just come in, they just wedge up and then throw, and you can come in from. Oh, man.
And it's crazy with and the cool thing with the 4-man priority is that no waves went unridden.
Yep.
It was perfect. Like there was no rate, and everyone was like, "There's no wasted resource." The locals were happy. Like, man, so many people got barreled. We didn't see one wave go unridden. Every good wave was just people getting spat out. It was,
exactly.
It was a show.
Yeah, and the guys were launching too. Like you saw Hub and Pierre and that just going absolutely nuts off the air bowls. But
even the waves for the girls were good. Yeah. I was like, Beta was frothing. She's like, I never get to surf pipe 4 to 6 foot for girls. Because they were like, I remember she told me she would paddle back out, and then they'd be like, "You're going again?" And she'd be like, "Yup." Like, she didn't care.
Yeah, exactly. It was just so good. So I was stoked to start off the year like that and pumping waves and. We've got good waves out here today at the box too.
It's
like
high performance. It's like a different element. Guys are flipping.
Exactly.
You're seeing like Jeff, even though it was on a marginal wave, went for that angry dragon. He's just trying to get a little bit more high performance and just a little innovation in there.
Yeah, exactly. It's great. And we've got the non-elimination round coming up in a few rounds. So hopefully we'll see a few more of those. A few more of those type of maneuvers go down.
Now, speaking of innovation, I was chatting to Big Stone about it, but board innovation. Now, you ride for Turbo. I know Glenn is an amazing shaper. Do you have it? Because I remember I really liked your boards back in Hawaii when we first met. You had you used to ride like a pulled-in bat tail, and now you're riding a crescent tail again, but you usually have a higher wide point.
Checking his scores.
Yeah, Hubby checking his scores right there.
Just a quick little note, look how many waves he caught.
Yeah, he probably did. That's pretty much a half-point session for him, though. About 50, like 10 waves, half of them are flips.
You can see it. Look at some of his throwaway scores. Like he's throwing away 6.3s, a 7, 6.83.
So Jeff ended up winning that heat by 16 with a 16.41.
Yeah.
And he was staying pretty consistent. He was flipping a lot. He had that one barrel to roll, but looks like Jeff's strategy though is he stays consistent to get to the final.
Is that Pierre?
That is Pierre.
Just want to keep busy, but that one's not going to do for him. Yeah, that's right, Jeff. He just goes out and surfs.
Yeah, just keeps moving. Keeps moving.
Yep, and because he's so good, he just goes out and
like one of the waves I was saying with Stoney was like, for anybody that would have been a 2, and he turned it into a 6.
Yeah.
Like it was just a junk rubbish wave, and somehow it just flared right on the bowl real fast. So guys, we're just going to go to a quick ad in just a second. So stand by for that, and we'll get back some information about Andrew Lester's board. our guys from Reflex, John and the boys at Reflex Wetsuits, making some top quality wetsuits. Oh, there's a little flip from Pierre. He's definitely needs some scores. So does Chatty. And oh yeah, so let's just go a little quick rundown. What do we got here, Andy, on the scoreboard?
On the scores, it looks like Riggers is out in front. Tom Rigby with the 4.88 and a 3. I've got a replay here of this is Pierre. Looks like he's going to be going. This is for his last backflip. It's going through the lip, but look how smooth and clean he does it.
Clockwork. Too easy.
Jeez, he knows how to do it, doesn't he?
Yep.
He comes around, but still, I think it's only a smaller wave. It's only going to be in that kind of maybe
3,
early
4.
fours.
Yeah.
We've got yellow up.
Another little bowl.
Is that Rigby? Nice
is
bowl.
Perfect.
Oh, and that's a good flip.
Yeah.
Just spun out of it.
Good timing.
Yep, great timing.
Working the criteria.
Yeah.
So Manny's going to be jumping back in just a bit, but before we get to the big man Vargas, how you doing, brother? I just want to go over Andrew's board model we were talking about before. So Andrew has always had a really clean template. Oh, quick replay here from this flip.
Reflex replay of Rigby. It's going up, just eyeing the section. It's a nice flip. The judge is going to see that nice yellow slick, and they're just
definitely
going to go,
land perfect.
Clean. Yeah, that was good surf. Well surfed.
Yeah.
I reckon that'll go above his 4.88, I think, or if not, it'll be around that same. Same score. So he's improving on his 3 at least.
Yeah, definitely. So back to your board, Andrew. You always have seemed like a nice high wide point for proning. Yep. Kind of a pulled-in tail. Have you stuck to that since when we first kind of started surfing together? Have you changed it a bit?
I have changed it a little bit. It's not the high point. The wide point, sorry, isn't as high as it used to be. And as we just got some live action here, we've got White. Is that Dallas Singer?
That was
a nice tube.
Yeah, that was all right.
That's a pretty cool tube.
Yeah, there hasn't been a ton of sets in this heat, so that could have actually been a score he needed.
Yeah. So yeah, that wasn't a bad tube. But getting back to my board. So yeah, so I used to ride the wider point was a lot higher, and it was more for the I used to do a lot of focus on my pocket surfing a lot more. But as I've gotten older, the wide points come down. As we see Dallas's replay.
Yeah, driving through.
It's a nice tube on the reflex replay. Little shocky ride.
Yeah, not too bad. Cute little barrel.
Yeah. Again, just keep him busy.
So you're moving from because your pocket surfing is phenomenal and everyone knows you for your pocket surfing, but you're switching your board up for more down the line surfing as well.
Yeah, a little bit more down the line surfing and also for airs and stuff like that. And
here's a little Dal. Yeah, his GQ profile.
There's Dallas's deets.
Yeah, so Dal seems pretty consistent. He always requalifies. He hasn't really cracked too many finals yet, but he seems like he's just, he deserves to be here, and he every year just makes it through, which is really cool to see. It's hard to be in the top 16, as you know. Just getting there is a mission.
Yeah, exactly. I think he got to the final at Pipe last year, and then, but I mean, the one thing I remember about Dallas from last year, and amongst a lot of his riding, was that massive invert he did at Mexico.
Yep. Just all out, yeah. That was so huge. That was a rib cracker.
Yeah.
Oh. And the thing is, the way you land, it's such a compression. There's no soft landings in Porto. No. It just sucks you into. It's so hard to land, and you're just basically his ribs probably just got smashed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But he went for it.
Yeah, he did, and also in at the Canary Islands as well.
And we're just gonna head down to the beach with Shaggy for Jeff Hubbard interview.
Hey guys, I'm out here with Jeff Hubbard, the winner of his heat. Congratulations, Jeff. How's it out there?
Oh yeah, it was pretty fun. We actually had some waves, and everyone was just trading off wave after wave out there. So it was kind of sketchy on who was doing what. We didn't know what the scores were, so it was just kind of intimidating when you see everyone doing moves out the back. You're like, well, I guess I better do something.
And then you went for that Tanner McDaniel, and what's the other guy from Kauai's name?
Oh yeah.
The Maui guy?
Yeah, I just tried like a Angry Dragon, like reverse backflip thing. I just was sick of doing like air S's and backflips, so I was like, I wanted to do something else just because I was just sick of doing the same thing, and tried that, and yeah, I didn't really come close.
Yeah, I'm the same when I'm out there surfing. I'm so sick of backflips and air S's.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I just wanted to step it up, and I've been visualizing trying to do it out there. It looks like a pretty sick wave to do them at.
Yeah, such a bowly wave, hey?
Yeah, totally.
So you enjoying your time in West Oz?
Yeah, it's been awesome so far. We've had good waves, last couple of days, and hopefully tomorrow morning we'll have some more pumping waves in the box before the storm kicks in.
Well, congratulations. A little shout out to your brother and family at home.
Yeah, what's up everyone in Hawaii, Kauai, mom and dad, everybody, all my friends and family. Aloha.
Aloha. Bye.
Wow, Shaggy. He's how many languages does he know?
He knows a lot.
All right, Jeff Hubbard winning that heat. So back in the hot seat, Manny V, and yes, Andrew Lester. And I'm glad I got back in here. I really want to see what PLC is able to do out there. Bring me up to speed. Where are we at?
All right, so we've got Thomas Rigby, who's got a bit of a stranglehold on this heat. We've got Dallas Singer has been getting a couple. He's coming in second. Got Pierre in third, and the local boy Chad Jackson, the wild card. He's in fourth. He's just waiting, I think. You know, Chad's known for his big wave riding, so I think he's just waiting for one of the sets and, you know, going to utilise it.
All right, I've been talking to the guys about waiting patiently out there, but on a one-wave peak and 4 guys out there and the 4-man priority, it could be a little intense when you come down to the wire in the last 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
How do you deal with that?
You want to try and be in front, that's for sure. It's yeah, it's going to be difficult. I'm not out till heat 8, so when there's just one peak and you see waves coming, I've noticed like at Pipe and that people are, if you've got priority and they're asking you go on this, and try and I don't know so much about trying to sell you the wave, but they want to try and get the wave too. So it's you got to keep your nerve and just got to stick to your guns. So
okay,
everyone's got a strategy. Rigby's might be just catching a lot of waves and keeping busy and trying to improve on his scores, whereas Chad might be just waiting for the 2 best waves of the heat. So it's different. Different strategies work for different people, and with Jeff, he caught more waves than any other one, and it seemed to work for him. So yeah.
What's your strategy going to be? You're going to be coming up soon, but let's take a look real quick.
There's
getting his
man,
board
Joe
ready.
Clark.
Yeah,
Legend, good mate of mine, Joe Clark, and he absolutely killed it in the trials yesterday, and he's qualified through. And then we've got Dave Hub having a bit of a pep talk with his brother Jeff. So as we got, is that Chad looking for a section? Nice little flip.
Wow, it looked like his board was totally underwater when he landed that, but was able to pull it out and pull it off. Look at this in red.
We got Pierre looking for a flip. He's not gonna make it through that. Going through the lip's a bit more difficult than going off the lip. So Chad's getting a few waves. Oh, it's non-stop action out here at the moment. Riggers getting a little tube, but not much going to happen with that. So I think Chad would have got the best of those 3 waves with his little flip, but yeah, he's just going to have to get out. It looks like he's starting to stress a little, so he just wants to get a couple of waves on the board and start to build on his scores. He only had a 1.25 before that. So
there's another look at the reflex replay, and we'll get back to it. We've been seeing a lot of back-to-back-to-back 3 waves, wave exchanges going down from pretty much the get-go. So
it looks like Dallas is looking
anything could happen as far as priority.
Good little tube for Dallas.
Nice.
Scooped into that beautifully.
That's perfect maneuvering
nice
right there,
surfing.
Dallas Singer.
I really hope the judges can understand how well he surfed that. Looking from right in front, it's going to be hard to tell, but he scooped in that beautifully, and that little wave unridden, but that was a good wave by Dallas. Hope he's rewarded for it.
Here's another look at the reflex replay. You can see him stalling, maneuvering, and using his legs and the rail on the inside rail of his board to release and re-engage for speed and to slow down. So talk to me about, because the barrels can be really wide open, talk to me on how you can slow down or speed up for the viewers that are watching, seeing the riders either go really fast or slow down for the barrel.
Yep. So with the barrel, we call it scooping into the barrel, the take off, and what you do is you kind of anchoring your legs into the wall of the wave. So it's just basically slowing down using your legs. So you're sticking as much of your body into the wall to slow down, and then when you want to start to go fast, you just literally just lift up your legs, and that gives you more speed. So you want to go fast. You want to have as little part of your body in the wave, and then when you want to slow down, you want to try and get as much of your body in the wave. So generally, you do it when you're taking off on a steep wave. It also helps from not free falling. So scooping in, you're dragging your body, you're extending your body out, and having all your legs from your waist down pretty much is dragged into the wall of the wave, and that really helps you slow down, and also takes away that element of free falling.
All right, because I do see a lot of bodyboarders when I watch other bodyboarders. It tends to be the older generation. They don't move on their board at all. They just find their sweet spot and just stay there and maintain that speed. But if you're a Grom or you want to get to a different level, you have to move around on your board and use your board and use your body entirely to get the most out of the wave. So here we are, 19 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in heat number 5, and currently here is where we're at. Chad Jackson in 4th place, still waiting for that last wave to drop in. PLC, your current world champion in the red jersey, he is in 3rd. Dallas Singer waiting for his last wave to drop in 2nd. And Thomas Rigby in yellow. Taking a look at this one, it is Chad Jackson.
Chad looking on another. Oh, that's a nice bolt.
Oh,
yes! Beautiful big flip there by Chad. That was unreal. That was amazing.
These guys.
That would have been the wave of the contest, or wave of the heat, sorry, so far, I think.
He got so projected out and landed out. I mean, he timed it perfectly. Let's take another look at the reflex replay. Talk us through it.
He's just eyeing it off. He's seen the section coming. Look at him. He's got all his speed, and then sees the lip. Boom! Massive flip. Throws out the legs to slow his rotation. Comes round. That was beautiful.
I think we are at the, taking another look, turning around as he paddles back out.
Another one. Why not? Getting very busy. Just nice. Another flip.
So back, I mean, I'm part of the old school generation, and seeing the venues for the World Tour, unbelievable. Now we can see the guys like Chad Jackson, Jeff Hubbard, all these guys do what they do while free surfing on these waves. So it's going to be a very exciting time right now for bodyboarding, competition bodyboarding. And if you're watching, this is it.
Absolutely. And it's great having someone like Chad who's so respected as a big wave rider.
Yes.
And I think it's a great thing of the IBA to have them as the wild cards as well, because it brings credibility to the tour. You have literally the best guys in the world who ride the biggest waves in the world, and they're competing on our world tour. So I think it's great for Chad to not turn his nose up at the world tour, and I mean he's coming out here and out flipping the world champion at the moment. So it just shows that his diversity of it. And here we can see another world class athlete, Joe Clark, stretching up.
Nice. Look at this. Nice little scoop into the barrel.
Oh, I wonder if he's going to sneak out of that. Hope he did. Yep, looks like I just saw him pop out. So we'll be waiting to see that, because that looked like it had a little bit of a backdoor section. So it'd be good. But you can see Joe Clark. He's right into his fitness. He's a really fit guy. He's stretching up there.
But you know what? The top 24, including the wild cards that are stepping in, all of them are athletes. All of them are at that level, peak performance, where they're not only mentally but physically fit, and you need to be to be in conditions, or waves like the box. There's another look at this little sneaker.
Yeah, that was a sweet one. You could see it backdooring, so he really had to get going, and he just chandeliered down and he drove through it. He's not a huge guy, old Tom Rigby, but his ability got him through that one, and hopefully the judges again will reward that too, because there's not a lot of tubes, and for the conditions he was quite deep. So.
All right, looks like the South African in white, legend. Jared Houston. PLC out the back in red, looking for a section. Finds a big backflip maneuver right there at the end of that bowl. So PLC doing his textbook backflip right there. That guy has done more backflips across the world than I think anybody else has. So this guy can he can do a backflip anywhere.
Yeah, between him and Jeff Hubbard, I'd love to see how many they've done. But here he is from the water. I mean, he can do a backflip as good as anyone has ever been able to do in the sport. He lines up. He does it so perfectly, just goes straight over. And, it looks really good. And I guess that's why he's a world champ too.
So the box, it looks like right now the conditions are calling for, I mean, we've seen the big barrels. We saw a big barrel earlier, but if you can get that big barrel and a maneuver as you're coming out, that's where you're going to pull ahead of everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. See that at this stage, it seems like they're either getting barrels. Look at those headshots.
Whoa, looks like the cartel out of Mexico, Tijuana. Jeez. Watch out. David Hubbard in red, Jared Houston in white, Sasha in yellow, and Joe Clark. These guys are wanted south of the border, Mexico, Ciudad de Juarez. If you see them, call 1-800.
Jeez, look out. But anyway, that's going to be one hell of a heat coming up, so that'll be good to watch. We've got Dallas paddling into it. This could have a massive ramp if it's going to get to it.
Opens up.
In a tube.
And he punches through the lip for a nice roll. And we were just talking about that.
Dallas.
Nice barrel. Ends with a move at the end of that barrel ride.
Yeah, that was really good. Yeah, that was good. He got a nice long tube. It was a long wave too. Usually it's just been, one peak, but that one ran along the reef. And, here we go from the water angle. This is going to be good to watch. You can see him really driving off the rail on the inside, sneaks into it, and then he starts to set himself up, digs his legs in a bit, slows down, bang, rolls out of it. Good surfing. Really rode that well.
Yeah, you're going to see all these riders maneuvering in the barrel. You have to. If not, the chop or that ledge inside the barrel, or it's going to backfire. So these guys are maneuvering on their board to sneak over a lip or to get that speed to come out. And just keep your eyes on that water angle, because that's where you're going to learn how to ride barrel riding from all these guys. So
yeah, exactly. And also the shock wave, although it's not, it's really hitting hard. The shock wave, when the lip lands over the barrel and the little wave that creates going back into the tube, a lot of the time that's what knocks you off the wave when you're in the tube. So you got to kind of fight that sometimes. So you can use that to your advantage by kind of bouncing off that and getting out into the lip. So there's a lot of different variables that can happen while you're in the tube, but Dallas, rode that to perfection, and that's why he's one of the best.
Yeah, so the days of where you just hold on and pull in are over. Now you got to be able to maneuver through the entire barrel by maneuvering on your board and through, drawing the right lines. Yep. Again, welcome everybody. This is the 2012 IBA Box Pro, brought to you by Reflex Wetsuits, Freedom Fins, Bodyboard King, SlicksandDecks.com, Riptide, and our 2 media partners, YouTube and IINet. And here we are right now, 13 minutes remaining in round number 1, heat number 5, where we're at.
This is one hell of a heat. Riggers is out in front, Tom Rigby. Dallas is in second. We've got Chad Jackson in third, and Pierre, the world champion at the moment, is in fourth. So he needs So Pierre needs an 8.8, which is very gettable. As we've got Dallas looking, it doesn't really look like it's going to do much. So we've got Tom Rigby and Chad Jackson at the moment leading the way.
Again, let's bring you everybody, if you're just tuning in. This is round number 1 of the main event. What we are doing is a very cool and exciting new format. And for the guys in the early rounds, if you do well, you will be rewarded. In this case, round number 1, first and second place, they will leapfrog over round number 2 and end up in round number 3. Third and fourth, you are not knocked out of the event, but you do have a second chance. You will be in the pressure cooker of round number 2. So third and fourth will go into round number 2. And if you do not get first or second, then yes, you're out. You're out. First and second in round number 2 will go on to round number 3. So very cool. You will see your favorite riders more than once. That's probably the best part about it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, it would be devastating to lose someone like Pierre. I know there's still 11 minutes to go in this heat.
Or hardballs.
Or hardballs, exactly. Hardy. So you don't want to lose any of them, really. But, as you've got Chad Jackson scooping into it. Nice tube.
Nice.
He knows what he's doing with that.
Oh,
yeah, that was,
comes out with the
spin
spit.
Yeah, that was epic. Yeah, that was amazing. Let's see this from the water. This is going to be insane. Chad Jackson, one of the best tube riders. Big wave riders. Just schooling everyone.
The reflex replay.
Pretty late. Let's see. He just gets onto that rail, and as soon as he gets in there, he just knows. He's got his eyes wide open. Knows where he's going. It spits. He's not done yet. Comes out with a little spin as well. So Chad. And the beard. Look at that beard.
So Chad and Liam, I haven't seen these guys for ages. And next thing you know, I see them for the first time after a long while. And they're fully bearded mountain men.
Full men. They are all men. Chad's beard is... It's got a life of its own. It's got its own Facebook page. Or it should have anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Chad, he surfed really well on that one. And he's coming in second. Oh, he's coming in third. Dallas has just jumped over him. So it'll be interesting to see what the judges give on that one. But I would have to say that was, it would have to be in the high 6s, maybe even the 7s. So it'll be interesting to see what the judges give it.
All right. We want to know where you are watching from. So if you are watching live on the IBAWorldTour.com website, open another window, separate yourself from that window, keep that window open, and I'm sure you have your headphones on if you're at work so your boss doesn't notice. Tom Rigby, up and riding. Look at this.
Nice. That was a nice tube. Probably not quite as good as Chad's, but still a nice tube, and it could improve on his 2-wave score. So, but yeah, let's find out where everyone's watching from.
Yeah, so to do that, we need you to go on to our IBA World Tour Facebook page and start throwing comments down there on our wall. And we'll take a peek when we do have time and give shout-outs to those watching. Reflex Replay, Thomas Rigby.
Thomas Rigby. Scooping in. He's using his outside leg there to really hook in under the lip. And he's just riding that beautifully. Stayed up high so that he wouldn't get pinched. As we got Pierre.
Oh, looked like the lip may just has hit his body and knocked him off of his line that he was trying to draw.
Yeah.
And PLC.
Oh, and Dallas looks like this could be a nice ledgy one. Look at this ramp. Oh, it's going to get to it. Oh, nice invert. Dallas.
It looked like he was off just a little bit when he went up to hit the lip, and he still was able to get projected, though.
Still got a full air out of it. So
that's how much power is out here at the box. Another look. Reflex Replay.
Look at this bottom turn. He lines it up. He comes up high. Goes, yep, there's the section. Boom. Comes up. Nice tweak. That'll be a good photo. I'm sure Sasha Specker would have got a nice shot of that.
What I want to know is Sasha's sitting there taking photos in the channel, but who's going to take photos of him when he's coming up? He's actually in heat number 6 coming up.
He's coming up next.
Yeah.
Is he? Yeah. He'll be coming up with, he's coming up next. Yeah. I know. I'm sure he'll have it sorted out. He's pretty onto it, old Specs. But, I mean, how's the ability of this guy? He's an IBA world photographer. He just won the drop knee event at Pipe. He just got, what, second in the trials for the Box Pro.
He's on
Are
a
you
good
kidding
one
me?
right now. Yeah, if you want to be in anybody's shoes, it would be this guy, Sasha
yeah.
Specker. He's on a good one right now.
Yeah, and absolute legend of a bloke too. Really good guy.
Yeah, and his
someone
lady was
looking?
in town actually, and he was
Yeah.
he was on cloud 9. PLC out the back.
PLC, he's looking. He really wants to get a good wave, but he's,
Oh,
you can see
the frustration right
yeah,
there.
you can see the frustration starting to get in there. He's paddling out. Yeah, you can see the frustration in it. As you can see, Specs with his
There he is.
Rashi on his head. But yeah, I know. So here we are, Pierre, 22. Isn't that crazy? 22 and he's world champ. 80 kilos from France. Currently ranked 7th after the first event. And
Well,
You
he's
know-
not
you
having
know-
the best heat right now. That's for sure.
I tell you what's scary though, he doesn't have 2 bad heats.
No, he doesn't.
So if he has a bad heat now, God help whoever's in his next one, because he does not have 2 bad heats.
Exactly, and
So,
hopefully for him and everybody else, I'm sure that the swell does start rolling in. We
Mm-hmm.
start seeing some increase in size.
Yep.
The winds have been absolutely on it today. I mean, we're stoked on the wind.
Yeah.
For the last few days, it started to come up, turn on shore about this time, but been
Till
pretty
now.
mellow right now. And if the swell does start rolling in this afternoon, yeah, PLC will definitely throw down,
Yep.
launching his backflips even higher and further out into the flats. So Chad Jackson leading the charge.
Yeah.
Thomas Rigby, Dallas Singer, PLC. There you have it. Almost 7 minutes remaining in this heat.
You can see Chad with his scores an 8.88 and a 6.75. So they're big scores. We've got Tom Rigby with a 7.58 and a 6.55. So, you know, everyone's throwing down some big scores.
Okay,
And,
so once again, everybody, this is the 2012 IBA Box Pro brought to you by Reflex Wetsuits. Reflex, our sponsor for the Reflex replays. And yes, we do have Freedom Fins. And we do have round number 4. That is the Freedom round. In round number 4, Freedom Fins is going to throw down $1,000 cash to the one rider. Chico, the head judge, will be one of the main guys who will determine who was going absolutely crazy during round number 4. $1,000 going to that rider. Also,
Freedom.
If you want to put your vote in, you will also be able to put your vote in to who you think was going off in round number 4. And 3 people will have Freedom Fins shipped to you wherever you are in the world. Also, Bodyboard King, Slicks and Dex, bringing us the water angle. Chris White and Seamus Makeham out there in jet ski number 2. Riptide and our media partners, YouTube and IINet. You're wearing Freedom t-shirt.
Freedom t-shirt.
Give us
Freedom
the
hat.
lowdown. Give us the lowdown on Freedom.
Freedom. It's a new fin company that have started. And, yeah, been able to put back in to the sport, I guess. It's been a really good. It's been
Are you in charge of marketing?
charge of marketing, in charge of everything. No, it's a new fin company that have started up and
Sweet.
Yeah, just launched it. It's launching globally this month. They're going to be available in stores, in the next couple of weeks.
Awesome.
So they're going to be available in 3 colors: all black, grey and red, and black and yellow.
Do we have samples on site?
Yeah, I've got fins. I'll be wearing them.
All right. Well, next time bring a couple in here so we can just show the people what they
for
look
sure.
like. Yeah.
Well, you can actually, we've got a Facebook page. So if you go to Freedom Fins, just search in there the Facebook and go and like the page, and it's got all the info about that.
Perfect.
So yeah, so we're really psyched about it, and I'm stoked to be able to do this. It's always been a long time coming that I wanted to have a company. So
This is
stoked.
it.
This is it. So
All right.
starting with fins, and then we'll take on the world.
There you go. All right, check out the Slicks and Dex water angle with Seamus Makeham out there. It looks like a pipe bomb in his backpack, but it's actually a waterproof container holding that HD transmitter. Look at Sasha Specker with the orange, the orange
He
hoodie.
must have heard you. He's waving it around. As you got, it looks like a nice set coming through. This looks like a bigger one. That's
Here we
come
go.
through. Oh, a bit of hassling going out. Is that Tom Rigby? Oh,
Yes.
he's going to get to it.
He gets to it
That
and
was one
goes
of the biggest
forward.
waves. That was a nice roll as well. So that was wasn't the biggest or best roll, but it was on the biggest wave, which is very important. So be interested to see how the judges score that. But that's a good sign. That's a good sign that we're starting to see a few bigger waves. That's by far the biggest one that's come through in the last 2 heats. So hopefully by the time I get out there in heat 8, it's going to be pumping. He's got the reflex replay. Looks like Pierre really wanted it, but Riggers has managed to hold him off a nice bowl. He comes around it.
So the conditions are not super optimal that we've want and seen last year, but you know what? It's not bad either. As I always say, it could be totally flat, or we could not be watching any bodyboarding action today. So we will bring you what Mother Nature has delivered. We're looking at 3-4 foot waves coming in at the box, and the guys are putting it down.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guarantee, like, you're watching this, like, you'd be surfing it. If there wasn't a comp on, you'd be out there surfing. It looks super fun.
Oh, yeah.
And, I mean, guys are still getting 8.88s. Chad's getting 8s. Harbour's getting 9s. There's heaps of potential out there.
And the judges are adapting. They know what's out there. They know what's capable. So they will bring their scores up or down accordingly, and it looks like they're spot on. So shout out to Chico and the judges, the IBA judges. And you know what you said? It looked fun, and that's what Kira Llewellyn is watching, and that's exactly what she said. Look at this.
Nice little flip. But yeah, Kira's watching. Hey, Kira, how you going? I haven't seen her for a little while, but shout out to her. But yeah, it is. It looks super fun, and I'm coming up in a couple of heats, and I'm pretty keen to get out there. So hopefully it'll stay offshore, and just hopefully the waves are going to pulse through. You see the guru, Mr. Mike Stewart there, overwatching everything, the Godfather.
Yeah. So, it's going to be nearly or probably impossible to reach your bodyboarding level to where he has taken his. I mean, he is the living legend. Yeah. He's been around from day one.
Yeah.
I mean, he was pretty much right there with Tom Morey in the early 70s. And then you have the new guys.
And then we got the Louis.
So what a great shot. The veteran and the new school
guys. Yeah. Look at them.
Wait a second. Which one's the new school guys?
Yeah, exactly. I know. Reinventing that, but there's Mike. But yeah, it's pretty cool that he, there's 3 or 4 generations of bodyboarding in that room, and you got someone like Louis Finnegan who's who qualified through the trials, and he's only 17 years of age. Then you got Mike who's 47, 48. So it's such a huge. That's that 30-year span of age group there, and then everyone that's in between.
Unbelievable. So definitely a lot of years of bodyboarding experience just 2 doors down from the commentators area. So here we are once again. Welcome to the 2012 IBA Box Pro, brought to you by Reflex Wetsuits, Freedom Fins, Bodyboard King, Slicks and Decks, Riptide, YouTube, and IINet. And we got to give it to IINet for delivering what we were able to do here at the box. We're on the coast, and I thought it was like full country. Yeah. There's it took me a day and a half to find, the internet.
Yeah, exactly.
But to have this high quality streaming coming to you from, the country, shout out IINet. Here we go, out the back.
Riggers, the nice flip. It's going to come round. That's a nice flip. I probably won't go into his top 2, but it's still keeping busy, and even keeping a few of the other competitors off the waves, which is important. But yeah, you're right. IINet, they're look how clear the pictures are. We've got beautiful reception down here. So there's some phone providers that can't provide that. So IINet, we thank you very much for your support. As you got the Reflex Replay riggers coming up, nice little bowl. God, it looks fun out there, Manny. And that nice backflip, lands, keeps the feet up, spins around, beautiful. Making sure the judges know that he's completed that one. We've got the Slicks and Decks cam in the water. Thanks to Chris White and the guys at Slicks and Decks for their support.
Yes.
Killing it.
So give me a second here. I'm just jotting down a few names and locations for those who have tuned in for the live broadcast here from Western Australia's Margaret River. And we got some pretty epic conditions as far as the wind, and the sun finally popped out. And we're waiting for the tide to roll in as well as the swell. But you know what? We got enough waves to make this contest get started.
Absolutely. And although the waves aren't ideal, like the guys are shrouping out there. They're absolutely ripping. So you got the best 24 or 32 riders in the world out here, and you don't need to give them much for them to do their thing. So so it's still really enjoyable to watch. But I keep on getting distracted, Manny, by this IBA Box trophy. Are you kidding me? How good is this trophy?
Yeah, well, I tell you what, those things got here, but this is the first place trophy, and I do have the second place trophy right here. These things are pretty amazing. Sean Tuttle from the East Coast of the U.S., very talented aluminum welder. Wait,
Insane.
do you say aluminum in Australia?
Aluminum?
Yeah.
Aluminium?
Aluminium.
Yep.
So aluminium welder Sean Tuttle, and let me tell
Beautiful.
you the journey that these beautiful trophies had to take.
They're epic.
They were
I
on
don't
my
wanna,
shoulder
I want to pick
in
it
a
up,
box.
but I don't want to jinx it though either.
Look
But
at
yeah,
this.
these trophies, they would look so good. As you got the slicks and decks, cam from the water. Is that so? The heat's over. It's hard to hear.